Welcome to the Fitmama podcast, where it's all about gaining your health back as a busy woman and mom, and doing it without sacrificing time with your family or business. Here is your host, mompreneur and Fitmama health coach, Angela Campbell.
Happy Monday, Fitmama training today. I'm excited, as always, to come on here and share some things that I feel on my heart and on my mind to share with everybody in this community. So, happy Monday, Fitmompreneur community. If you are catching me live right this very second, if you're on right now, say hi. Let me know that you are here and a thumbs up that you can actually hear me okay. So, I want to always make sure that you can hear me. So say hi if you're hopping on live. Today's topic in Fitmama training on our Monday morning talk, we're going to talk today about what a health journey really looks like. You guys, I want to paint a picture for you, and I want to be real. I want to be realistic, because I feel like these are things that are very important for you to truly understand, like, what in the world is my health journey going to look like? Because it is not unicorns and rainbows the whole entire way. It's just not. No journey is, right? So again, definitely say hi if you're hopping on live. If you're currently right now on some sort of health journey, tell me below. Like, what is your journey right now? I'm just want to be healthier. Do I want to lose weight? Or am I trying to tone? Am I just trying to figure it out? Am I just trying to keep my sanity? Am I trying to, what is it that you're doing? And share with me below if you don't mind. And I want to give a few shout outs today, because there's so many women in this group and in our VIP group that actually are coaching with us that are doing amazing things. And I don't just mean losing weight, losing inches. These things are amazing, right? But I mean things like staying consistent. I mean things like starting to see change outside of just what a number looks like. And I've talked about this a lot lately in my posts and different things in here, because I really want to drive in your mind, your numbers do not dictate your success. And so put the word numbers below if you're listening and you need this as a reminder. Just know, are numbers important? Of course. You guys, your health journey is like a business journey. If you're in this group and you run a business of any kind, you're going to understand this analogy. Your action steps, your things that you do on a daily basis, those are going to lead up to your results, right? But you can't dictate and only look at the numbers as you having your results. And so I've been obsessed with that topic lately, because it's been a big conversation of many. But I want to talk today about what in the world is my health journey going to look like. And I want to paint a picture for you. And maybe you're in one of these stages that I'm going to go through with you in just a second, and this is going to resonate really, really good for you. Or maybe you're going to realize, wow, you're right, and that's maybe why I quit before. And I want to give you some tips and stuff today of how you can overcome the parts of the journey that aren't so pretty, so that you don't give up, right? You don't want to give up. The biggest thing you will regret, the number one and only thing you will regret, is if you give up. And always remember that. So I will not give up. Put it in the comments if you need to hear it, you need to say it, or if you want to put it out there out loud. You need to remind yourself right now, when it gets hard, you don't want to give up, right? So here's what a health journey truly looks like. You guys, whatever you're trying to do, you're trying to lose weight, you're just trying to get your health in check. You guys, some of the women that we're working with right now in our coaching programs, yeah, they want to lose weight. That's semi-important. Their biggest thing is they want to feel better. They want to function better again. They need mental clarity. They need reduce in their pain. They need to function. They have kids to take care of. They have businesses to take care of. They have so many things on their plate. Like, there's no time to not feel good. And some of the women in there, that is some of their biggest wins, and just simply having actually some semi-fast results. By just changing and actually fueling their body with the right food, you guys, and it also is fuel for your mind. Hey, you guys. Hey, what is up? What is up? Thank y'all for saying hi, for sure. I love it. I love it, Kristen. Staying consistent with your water and diet all week has been a win for you. And that's what I want you to focus on. That's a win. It's huge. And you're only 1 week in. And I'm so glad, normally you said when you're lazy, or excuse me, when you're tired, you get lazy about your food choices. And I think that is so normal. Very, very, very normal. And that's kind of one of the things I want to talk about today. So here's a real health journey. Say you found a program. Maybe you're in our program, you're just getting started, or maybe you've been in for a little while, but you're in one of the down moments of just not the motivation isn't there as much as it was at the beginning. That's normal. Please know that that is normal. I'm going to use that word a lot today because we're human. We're all normal. But here's the thing. Yeah, so you start a health journey like, man, boy, I'm excited. Oh, my marker's not even working that well. This is where you're at right now. You're up, man. My excitement. I'm super excited. I'm motivated. I'm going to get my workouts in. I'm meal prepped. I've done all the things right that I know that I need to do in order to get on point. I'm super excited, motivated, feeling great. Already making some small changes. So seeing some wins. I feel better. My energy's there. My clarity in my mind is there. And then a few weeks later, oh, maybe I'm extra tired. Maybe stress is hitting me, maybe life is hitting me, maybe temptations are hitting me, maybe I saw someone else have really fast results and I haven't had those results yet, so now I start comparing myself. Now my motivation goes down a little bit. Now I'm starting to doubt myself. Am I even worthy of this? Can I even do this? Can I keep going? Am I ever going to get to where I want to be? And then your motivation starts to creep down a little bit, you guys. Again, this is normal. If this is you, you're normal. And I'm going to share with you at the end of this, so stay tight, some things you can do to not give up when your slope of motivation and excitement starts going down, right? I'm starting to get a little frustrated here. I'm frustrated now. I'm thinking, you know what? Am I even worthy? Am I even on the right path? Maybe I should just quit instead. And that's where you get into the lows. My marker is horrible. Oh, look. My daughter has like markers all over the floor. So I've just found one. Found another one. So excitement. Now the excitement starts to go down just a little bit. Maybe I'm down here. Maybe this is you right now. And know that you can come out of this, but you can't give up. That's the biggest thing. You absolutely cannot give up. Maybe you had a bad moment. You guys, if y'all didn't see my post from this morning, like I was up 3 to 4 pounds all last week. I snacked on foods that I shouldn't have snacked on. We went out to eat the weekend before. I never really rebounded. And then, oh, guess what? Hormones hit. And then there's some more water weight. There goes some more fatigue and exhaustion and lack of mental clarity. A few days I was like, what is wrong with me? I'm like, oh yeah, it's hormones. Hormones, we are women, y'all. They affect our bodies and our minds and everything. And then woke up lightest and have been in a really long time this morning. Why? Because your body goes through cycles just like this, just like your mind. I'm talking more about your mind and your feelings and your motivation and the reality of a health journey and what it looks like. So, right? So maybe, okay, so I was super excited. I was motivated. Oh, and then I saw some more people getting faster results than me. And then, oh, hormones hit maybe. Life hit, stress hit. Not happening as fast as maybe I want to. And now, so I'm down here. Okay, this is where our little motivation goes down sometimes. Okay, and then guess what? Then I have a talk or a pep talk where you go through a mindset training with us, or I start feeding my mind, or maybe I realize, you know what, I'm worth this, I can do this, put I'm worth this in the comments if you're watching right now and you need this as a reminder. And then here it goes, then your motivation goes back up. Now you're back up here, which is higher than you were at the beginning. Now I'm a little bit higher. Man, I remember I am worth this. I am worth the fight. I can do this. I've got support to do it. I've got family that is leaning on me and needs me to be the best version of me right now. So you know what? I'm fired up. It's Monday. Mondays are always days that seem to be super more excited and motivated. And so now you're back up here. Again, you're higher than you were when you very first started. Right here, I'm super motivated again. Woohoo! I got this. I'm gonna go my workouts. This is the high that you want to stay on, right? But in reality, you guys, it doesn't always stay that way, because here it comes again. You're gonna have something negative that hits you in life. Okay, maybe it's a tragedy that happened in your life. You know, there's a lot of women right now going through some right now, but they're still pushing, they're fighting, and maybe they're not getting all their workouts in. Maybe they're not 100% on point with their nutrition, but they're still making better choices, and that counts, you guys. That is a realistic health journey, and that's what I'm trying to paint a picture for you right now. A realistic health journey. It's not unicorns and rainbows, and anybody that promises, hey, it's gonna be unicorns and rainbows and your scale and your inches are gonna go down the whole way there, they're lying. It does not always happen. We are women, our bodies don't typically work that way. Hormones alone are going to keep it from going all the way down the entire road. So remember that. You got to remember that. So here I am. My slope starts to go down again. I'm not as motivated because I'm exhausted. I'm tired. Maybe I didn't get enough sleep. Maybe life hit. Maybe my husband is out of town, and so all the responsibilities are put on me. Or maybe my business is suffering a little bit, so that had stress. Maybe extra bills came in. Maybe, I mean, you name it. The list can go on and on, right? So life is hitting you again. Or maybe it's negativity in the world. you guys, negativity in the world will affect your health journey. We can't obsess over it. And so I'm back down here again. This is a realistic cycle that we go through in your journey to become the healthier version of you. And now guess what? Now, you know what? Something clicked again. I'm feeling awesome. I'm motivated. I saw some change in my body. I saw some change in my attitude. Maybe somebody complimented me and told me that they can see difference in me and my mood and my body and my everything. Maybe my kids are super excited now because even though I was down here in a mental funk for a little bit, I'm still have made changes and I'm still a healthier version of me. So I'm still keeping up with my kids. My kids are telling me, hey, man, Mom, I'm loving the fun version of you right now. Like, you can keep up with us. You're hanging out with us. You're hiking with us. You're doing all the things that they always wanted you to do and you could do. And you are doing them so much more now because you've been working on you. So now you're like, you know what? I remember why I started this in the first place. So now I'm gung-ho. I'm super crazy excited again and I'm motivated. I'm ready to get my workouts in. I'm ready to meal prep. I'm ready to say no to the donuts. I went and grabbed donuts for my kids this morning. I have zero desire to eat it. Why? Because I feel good again this morning. Hormones kind of went away. Obviously just showing up for you guys on a daily basis motivates the heck out of me. So again, you're feeling good again. You pushed yourself through a workout when you know you couldn't. Like Vanessa Keenan in this group is one of the most amazing examples. If you haven't seen anything she's posted, like scroll in the group and share and go see some things that she's posted recently, like talking about perseverance, getting through some really hard emotional times and not giving up on herself, using her workouts for stress relief, using her workouts for her, for her emotional release instead of going to food and different things, right? Heather, perfect. I'm glad this is a message you needed to hear today. Like, I felt called. This was something I decided early this morning what I was going to talk about. I had a lot of thoughts in my mind and sometimes it speaks to me in the morning. Okay, this is what I'm going to talk about. So now we're back motivated here because we're noticing all the amazing things going on and all the things that are changing. And then again, life hits, stress hits, hormones hit. Maybe the kids are driving you crazy because we're about to have them at home all the time for summer if yours are not already at home. Yeah, so maybe there's a little frustration. Maybe there's some things happening in your business that cause you a little bit of extra stress. Again, the list can go on and on. Again, maybe I had a bad check-in and maybe my scale went up and dang it, as hard as I've been working and now I feel like, man, I've been putting in so much work and I'm not seeing the changes. Like, why? This is so frustrating. It happens, you guys. And so now my motivation is going back down. Okay, you're seeing the common thing here, right? You're seeing the common cycle. So yeah, you started, you're super motivated, then your motivation went back down. Now you're motivated again, even more than you were the first time, and then it goes back down a little bit because life hit. Maybe the stupid scale said I'm up 3 pounds like mine was last week, all week, 3 to 4 pounds literally, and I was like, but you know what? I gave myself grace because I knew hormones were hitting. I didn't make the best choices on some of the foods I was eating. I was still holding water weight from going out a few times, and I splurged when we went out. It wasn't just like chicken and broccoli on my plate. It was not the best choice, but I didn't care. It was Mother's Day weekend, and we had fun. But again, and now I'm back up because I'm so motivated. Now I'm back down. You guys, this is the cycle you are going to go through on a real life health journey. Especially on a health journey that you're going through and you're trying to make lifestyle changes that you're actually going to be able to keep results that you're getting, not just quick fix, hurry up, drop a whole bunch of weight real quick so I can see a number on the scale, feel good about myself for about 60 days, and then I input the foods that I restricted, and then now I'm back up on this. That's a whole nother roller coaster, which don't let me, I'll stop there because I don't want to go on a tangent. If you follow me at all, you know those are one of my pet peeves. Why? Because it's not sustainable, and it's created more women in a more mental negative thought about themselves with the quick fixes, because then you gain it back, and when I gain it back, now I hate myself again and I doubt myself again, and that's another cycle that looks very similar to this. I'm trying to lead you on a health journey where you can be the healthier version of you for the long term, the healthier version of you so you can show up for your family, for your kids, for your business, for your teams that you lead, for everybody in your life. Because you want to be a healthier version of you regardless of what the numbers say. Do you want to lose weight? Yeah, of course. As long as you stay on this train, you eventually get to that top peak where then it becomes a lifestyle. And then it becomes a daily habit for you to make better choices on food. Not perfect. We don't strive for perfection. Like, I don't believe in perfection. Nobody's perfect. God's perfect. Maybe that's about the only person in the world. But we are not, and we don't strive for it. If you strive for it, you will set yourself up sorry, I just got a sidetrack. Somebody messaged me. Distraction. There's another thing that causes you to go back down. There's distraction. Maybe it's a negative distraction. Maybe it's something, maybe it's the world. Maybe it's my son's trying to get through the door right now. It's a distraction. You guys, your life is going to change as long as you give up. Your life is going to change. You can be that better version of you if you don't give up and you ride the road of the ups and downs of your scale, the ups and downs of your emotions. This is more of your emotional roller coaster that you go through. I can't tell you how many weeks we have conversations, me and our amazing coaches, Eric and Lori, with people that are, they may have results on the numbers and the scale, but man, they're in a mental funk. So then the motivation goes away and you're like, maybe I should just quit. No, you should not quit. I promise. You will love yourself so much more in the end, as long as you don't give up. You guys, you have to work on all the areas, not just the scale, not just the workouts, not just what I'm eating. Renew your mind on a regular basis. You guys, renewing your mind on a daily basis, I'm a huge believer in, and it's some sort of personal development in your mind every single day. It doesn't matter what it is for you. You have to figure out what works for you. Thank you, Lori. Yeah, we all have lows, but getting back up, you guys, we all have lows. I promise you, some of the most successful people in life and business and the fittest people in their entire life, I know, they go through the same lows that anybody else goes through, that may be in the worst health of their life, maybe in the worst financial place of their life. Their business is totally tanked and fallen off the bandwagon. That was me actually about almost a year and a half ago, where it was there. It was what I considered my rock bottom, but I seek help. And so some of the tips that I want to talk about, like how to not give up when you're in the bottom pieces, right here, how to not give up, is to always be focused on renewing your mind so you can get back to the top peaks, get back to the upper peaks. And then when you slowly keep getting yourself back up and not giving up, guess what? You slowly build confidence along this peak, and that's why the peak slowly, maybe it goes down and up and down and up and down and up and down and up, but you notice that up gets higher and higher and higher as you go. Yes, because over this time, you're also creating habits of not giving up. You're creating habits of, man, you know what? I'm getting confident. Each time I pick myself back up, my confidence is getting higher and higher and higher. And along this peak, guess what you're also doing? You're creating these habits that you know you need to have in order to pick yourself back. Like the mindset work, like the constantly focusing on your mind, constantly learning ways to give yourself grace. Also leaning out and reaching out for help. The worst thing in the world that you can possibly do is when you start to struggle is stop responding to anybody that loves you. Stop responding to your coach, maybe. Stop responding to your best friend, your anybody that literally is trying to help you. The worst thing in the world that you can do, you guys, is disconnect and turn completely introvert and not respond or ask for help. Is it easy to ask for help? Heck no. I have a really hard time asking for help. Put help in the comments if you're someone who has a hard time asking for help. I think us women, a lot of times it's very normal. It's not as normal for us to ask for help. But here's some of the things to focus. I've got a few things I was going to share. I took a ton of notes that I'm not going to go over all of them because I kind of already hit them all just a little randomly. But here's a few things. In order to keep, again, renewing your mind on a regular basis so that the confidence builds along the way. The confidence, I don't mean just in how I look and I'll rock a bikini now, but I mean confidence in knowing that I can do it. Knowing that, you know what, I'm in this bad place right now, but I'm not going to stay here long. I can keep going. I've got the confidence. I know that I can do this because I did this last time I hit this mental low. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going, right? Some of the things you can do, focusing on your brain is so important. You guys, renew your mind, work on your brain. You will renew your body. Your body will change right along with it. And to keep from giving up, some of the biggest things you can do is whatever you believe in, stay close to it. If you're close to your faith and love and prayer and God, then stay close, you guys. One of the best things, we had a Bible study last night that we talked about this at our house, was literally like staying close to your faith is number one for me. And your beliefs might be totally different. Definitely not pushing my beliefs on anyone. But if that's something that's super important to you, staying close to that. Whatever you believe in what you believe in. That's what matters most. But lean on it. Lean on the trust that you can get through it. Ask for help. You guys, again, I said that already, but put help in the comments, literally, if you have a hard time asking for help. And then learn to delegate. Ask your husband to do the dishes. Man, mom is not feeling it. Will you do the dishes for me? Sure, babe. Maybe, and that's just a little example. Maybe it's something else. Learn to delegate. Do not suffer in silence. This group has over 5,000 women in here now. I promise there's other women in here. Probably 99.9% of them are going through a lot of these same things in the same cycle, okay, that you're going through. Don't suffer in silence. Come in this group. If you don't have another place, if you're in our VIP group with our coaching programs, like, love on it and put it in there. I promise everybody's going to do nothing but pick you up and remind you of how awesome you are and help you get back to that top of that peak. Get you right back up here. Okay, don't suffer in silence. It's the worst thing you possibly can do. Come in here and ask questions. Come in here and get support. Love on us. Tag me and our coaches in here. We're happy to love on you the entire way. The entire way. We want to. Our inboxes are open. Stay in them. Don't suffer in silence. Here's another tip that I know. One of the things that helps me when I'm working, especially, or I'm in a funk, then I turn on something that's going to help me get out of it. Whether it's a motivational video, maybe it's a podcast, maybe it's a book I'm listening to. I'm actually reading a book, right, or listening to a book. Let's be real, I don't like to read. But a lot of times it's literally just worship music. I will blast in the background on a low volume. I can't blast it up too high. It'll still distract me, even though it's super positive. But calming music, whatever that is to you. Whatever that means to you. Calming music can a lot of times calm your mind, calm your stress, and bring you back down. But the worst thing you could do is have the news on in the background or social media. If you're in a negative place mentally and you're in one of these bad places right here, can I tell you one of the worst things you can do is obsess on the news, obsess on what's going on in the world that's negative that you cannot control, or obsessing over maybe it's bills that came in that you can't get rid of them. You can't control them. And maybe it's something else going on in your life that you can't control. Maybe it's social media. Like, I know we do a ton of stuff on social media, but we also talk a lot, like in our VIP group, on like, let's learn boundaries and detox from it. If it is dragging you down mentally, maybe it's time to maybe delete the app from your phone for a while. Absolutely nothing wrong with it, or learn the unfriend and unfollow button. If there's things that keep popping up that are triggering you to be right down here, unfollow. Best button I ever learned on social media was unfollow. I don't always unfriend, but heck yeah, I unfollow. Yeah, Kristen, thanks for sharing that. I forgot about that app. Yeah, Calm, C-A-L-M. It's the Calm app. There's all kinds of stuff. Relaxing music, meditations, a lot of things that you can actually use for that. So listen to stuff like that when you're in a place. Yeah, the mute button, Heather, heck yes. You gotta learn it, you guys, and be okay with using it. You're not offending anyone. You're actually protecting everyone around you, and especially you, the most important piece. Because if you don't protect you, you're not protecting your family either. Because if you're not protecting you and your mind, then you're gonna be all over the place and showing up probably the not so nice version of you that you wanna be. And it's gonna be a lot hard to get back up here and get motivated to get back on my workouts. Or my nutrition, or whatever it is that you're trying to do. Use scents. How many of you guys use scents? I know a lot of you guys in here use oils and different things that you guys, the scents, there's obviously proof behind scents that you're smelling can be a very calming thing. There's calming supplements. There's B vitamins is known to also help with aspects of your mind that help you calm down. Laughing. You guys, laughter is the best medicine. Make yourself laugh. Whatever you gotta do. Everybody's different. Maybe it's a video, maybe it's the cat video. It just makes you laugh. Maybe it's the kids. You know, we have tickle fests all the time. That just it's fun. It's fun. But when you're down here, and maybe the down here happened because you had a failure. Maybe I made some really bad choices last week. Maybe I had such a busy week I ended up eating out 3 times, or whatever the scenario is. You guys, kudos to Megan that's in our VIP group. She's going through our program right now, and she's in week 1, actually utilizing one of our specific meal plans to really help jumpstart everything, and down 5 pounds in her first week. Why? Because she planned and she prepped and she made changes in her body and her nutrition, and she even had a majority of her time this weekend was out at the sports fields this weekend. But what did she do? She packed a cooler. She took it with her. She stayed on track, and she's doing phenomenal, right? So she's obviously on one of these highs right now, and these are again, it just takes time getting back to these. Looking at your failure though as a necessary step. So every time you get down in these bad pieces right here, this is actually a necessary step for you to get back up here. A necessary step. Failures are what helps us learn how to overcome when we hit these moments again. Okay, so failures are a necessary step. Maybe if it's a failure on the scale, or if it's a failure in your choices, if it's a failure in how you reacted to something, failure is a necessary step for you to learn ways to overcome when you're down here the next time and get yourself back up to here. That's how we learn, you guys. That is how we build. That is how we grow. And it's a necessary part of a health journey. And it's also reasons why you remember not to quit. So if you're feeling like you fell off or you're struggling right now, here's my biggest tips for you. My biggest tips are to understand you're not going to be up here the whole road. It doesn't happen. Nobody's road is that way ever. Nobody's. Mine is, any of us. Nobody's. Okay. First, you have to know that. You have to understand that you're human and expect it. But here's 5 things. If you're struggling right now, or even if you're not struggling right now, you may be on the biggest high in the world right now. You can still write these down and use these tools for when you get to one of these places. Number 1 is revisit your why. You always have to remember why. And it's not because I want to see a stupid number on the scale. Sorry, I shouldn't probably call it stupid. It's a necessary. Number 1 tip, review your why. Revisit it. If you don't remember what it is, stop, think about it, and write it down. If you're in our VIP group and you haven't gone through our monthly coaching that we do to revisit this, then let us know. And it's always a great time to do it. But revisit your why, write it down, share it out loud, because it is what you are going to use to fight. Fight, fight, fight. Put fight in the comments if you're willing to fight for your why. I promise you are. And that's oftentimes something to revisit. Revisit your why and remember why I'm fighting so hard for that, for your why. Number 2, remember life is short. We have 1 shot. We have 1 shot to be the best version of ourselves. 1 shot. So that alone is a great reason why to not give up. Not give up when you're down here. Just remember, you know what? I've got 1 shot. I've got 1 shot. I've got 1 life. God gave me 1 body. I better honor it. So I got to get back on track. Yep. I'm going to bring myself back up here. Okay. Remember, 1 life, 1 body. You can't go backwards. You can only go forward. So let's take this 1 shot and fight, fight, fight to overcome not just the unhealthiness we may be right now or the weight we've gained, but more so the mind to keep me going past it and to get back up here. Fight, fight, fight. No, life is too short. It's time to fight. And it's never too late. I don't care if you're 60, 70, 80. Age is a number to me. It's never too late to fight. Number 3, feed your mind daily, every single day with something positive, you guys. You can do this in the car on the way to drop off the kids, in the car on the way to, I don't know, whatever you got to do. Maybe it's blasting it in your bathroom while you're showering and getting ready in the morning. It's one of my favorite things that I always do. I listen to mine when I'm working out. In the mornings is my workout time. It's also my personal development time. I always have earphones on and I'm blasting it with something positive the entire workout. I get a better workout, but I also come so renewed mentally. And that's also where a lot of this comes from. A lot of what I'm talking about right now, because it's where I get my inspiration and it's where I'm working out and taking notes in between, because it's where I think the best So feed your mind positivity on a daily basis. And if you're not listening to something, the best thing you can do is gratitude. Your biggest blessing blocker is not being grateful. So in order to get back up here, instead of like, oh, I gotta work out today because I'm trying to lose weight. Oh my gosh, I gotta make better choices. How about I get to work out? I get to work out, you know what? Because my body is strong enough to be able to do it. I have the ability, I have the time, I have the health that allows me to be able to do it. There's a lot of people in the world that are not able to do that. They can't, even if they wanted to. They want to so bad, but they can't. So practice gratitude. Number 4, move. If you're having moments of stress, somebody in here, and I can't remember who it was, I'll have to go back and look, but posted something the other day about your workouts. Your best workouts, the best feelings you get are from the workouts that you push yourself to do that you just don't want to do it. Why? Your workouts, look at your workouts more of a way to reduce your stress, reduce your depression if you're going through depression, and increase your happiness. Use your workouts to increase your happiness. That's my happiness. Not just because, oh, I'm trying to lose weight. Movement is proven to reduce your stress and help your mind. Okay, and then the last one is just know where you want to be. Where do you want to be? Visualize the future you. So you stay consistent on this road and you keep going and it keeps getting higher and higher, remember, because you created your confidence, you created your habits, you made all these lifestyle changes. Now you're up here off the paper because you're way here. Again, you're still gonna have your down moments, but they're not gonna get near as low as they were when you started, as long as you don't quit. Know where you want to go. Know that version of you that you want to be in the future because you kept going, and visualize it. If you don't have a vision board, create a vision board. A vision board of the future you. I'm the happy, healthy me. I'm taking hiking trips with my family. I'm one of the other girls was like just came off of a camping trip. They went kayaking and hiking and her family did not have to stop and wait on her. And that was a massive win. That's the future her that she did. She actually expressed she wanted to be when she started almost 12 weeks ago. She's coming up onto 12 weeks and she's living the life that she visualized what she wanted to be. You guys, there's power in visualizing who you want to be, that future you. Maybe it's just setting an amazing example for your family, your kids, your daughters, your sons, wherever that is. Yes, Moretta, for sure. Workouts are your time to dump any stress you may have that's going on, and look at it as that way. So that's all I got you guys today. I wanted to paint the picture, you guys, so you know it is not unicorns and rainbows ever. So if you go into a health journey or a program or a diet or whatever it is that you're doing right now, know that it will not be a road all the way up. Just like your business. If you're working a business, running a business, it is not going to go from no income to $1 million overnight with no down months. It does not work that way, period. I promise. Ask any successful person in business and they will tell you the same exact thing. It is not a road uphill the whole time. Down and up, down and up, down and up. But you know what? The ones that do get to the top of the peak, they get there because of this same cycle and they keep retraining their brain to go back up, down, up, down, up. So love you guys. Know my inbox is always open. I hope this brought some value for you today. Questions, always ask. I'm here. My inbox, again, is never closed. It's always open. I may be slow at responding sometimes, but I'm here. Just trying to be intentional as well, like I teach you guys to do the same thing. So every Monday, new training here inside this group. And those of you guys in our VIP group, I got a good one coming to you guys tomorrow for our mindset coaching. Love y'all. Have an amazing day. Happy Monday. Bye.